Yo, what up, YouTube? It's your boy Blingo back here with another video. Hope y'all all been living y'all truth. Now listen, I just saw this video about Chigs. Chigs put up. We about to react to it. It says 50 Cent responds to Camron asking Diddy's about smashing his baby mama Daphne Joy. So I don't really know what's going on as far as this is concerned. So we all gonna be surprised together. Because I don't know if Camron actually was talking to one of Diddy's, when they was having the freak offs and all that. I don't know. But let's just watch the video because I don't know what's going on. We just gonna watch this one.
YouTube, Chicks. Get ready. You know what to do, Chicks.
Salute to Chick Smooth.
Hey, Chick Smooth, appreciate all the coverage that you've been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
Oh, nah, this is not real, you guys. This gotta be the Twilight Zone right now. Now, 2 weeks ago during this Diddy trial, the names and faces of the prostitutes that Diddy was hiring for his freak-offs with Cassie were released. And funny enough, people actually recognize some of those prostitutes as being regular people, especially if you're from New York. One prostitute in particular called the...
Crazy people know them. They probably just know them they probably don't even know they was getting down like that. They probably just know them because they just know them. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, I remember you. Yeah, you my cousin's friend.
Punisher. Yeah, that was his nickname, the Punisher. Apparently he was punishing Cassie's vagina. I don't know. He's actually pretty well known. Imani from the Joe Budden podcast actually told...
That was messed up, Chick. She's actually, going through something. The way you wording that's not right.
The story about how he used to play basketball with him.
Multiple instances he spoke about, or you think that was just one day?
No, I think that was a one session price, and they just did a bunch of sessions.
Is that the ugly white guy, the bulky one?
No, this is a black dude from New York, and he used to play actually street ball on West Fourth and all that. Like he
said that quick.
Life
Nice guy.
Life will take you.
You know a lot about him.
You seen him, right?
Yeah, you know
He said you knew a lot about him. The freak. That's funny.
You know a lot about research.
You did your research. You know where he hooped at?
First off,
the ugly one? No.
First off, the reason why I know about him, is because one of the popular clubs in New York, he throws a night there. Like he would throw nights
How you
For other
know that?
people, for other people in the business, right?
He was punishing shit.
Hey yo, y'all can do your research, or you cannot do your research.
We wouldn't do that.
We don't do it.
So y'all just want to say.
People have become so fascinated by the Punisher specifically that Camron said, you know what? I want to interview you. That's correct.
No, Camron interviewed him? No freaking way. How did yo?
The guy that loves to play the pause game every single show, every single time he's on air. He interviewed the Punisher about his experience with having sex with Diddy and Cassie.
I also seen that you say when you and her were doing what you guys were doing, he would be pacing back and forth with a bottle of Astroglide.
Yeah, man. Every time, it was obviously something he was into in terms of visually watching this. So
what was being done with the Astroglide though? Paul.
I guess he's using it as lubricant to beat off. You know what I'm saying? That was, he's pleasuring himself during the action. So obviously he's using that for.
That's just net. You can't talk about what nobody do in the bedroom. They do what they want in the bedroom, but that's just talking about it. Just make me when they talk about it. Just make me. Oh no.
Ooh.
Do you consider Puff a cuckold?
Yeah, I mean the whole time that's what I thought it was.
Of course he is.
Right.
Yeah, I thought it was.
It's because you keep using the word voyeur. This is cuckold activity.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, we're gonna step it up to cuckold.
Yeah. So I'm saying voyeur.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah, because that's what she said to me.
Right.
Like when I came in.
You know why? Because they down. You know why? Because voyeur don't seem as bad as cuckold.
Yeah.
So they downplay it with the I'm just a voyeur. Nah, you was an official cuckold, nigga. Because voyeur can mean you watching anybody, not your girl. Cuckold is when your girl is in play. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he sound cuckoldish, man. Did you go raw ever?
Yo, bro, yeah, for real, bro. That same day when he threw the stack of hundreds,
right?
Like we were on the bed and And, you know, I started out, you know, I'm eating a box, right? And
yo, what the freak? Yo, this sounds OD. This sounds OD to just be having an interview about this straight up like this. This sounds OD. All right? And I'm really surprised that Camron went and go and interview the Punisher, man. Come on, man. Camron, I missed this. I gotta watch that after this. I gotta watch it, even though it's kind of crazy, but I gotta watch it because I have to know what's going on.
And after, you would tell it was like some excitement, some connection. So when I pop up, she's scooting towards me for the penetration. And she kind of looked at him, and he was like, yo, go ahead, have a good time. And I was wild reckless. I just,
Right.
it was what it was.
So it's only one time you went raw, you repeatedly went.
That was, let's say that was the 4th time, and then it was every time to the last time.
That's crazy. That means he was raw dogging yo. That's crazy. Like that's I wonder if they was taking the right procedures for safety procedures. They probably was, right? Diddy probably had him doing safety procedures. He wasn't that crazy. Nah.
When he gave y'all the permission to go raw the first time, right? Because you said it continued after that. Once you started going raw repetitively, did he give you instructions where you had to nut at or you came in her?
Yeah, so I didn't get the instructions from him, but it was instructions from her, like specifically. Every time I nutted, I had to nut in or around the outside of her box. Like, so on her clit, on the lips, everything, and to that degree on the outside of her vagina. And that was clockwork. It had to be done like that every single time.
Yo, Diddy was a freaking director, bro. He was a corn director. He might have just been he was a director. Like, I don't understand why you couldn't just do the real directing. Like, go to the industry and really direct a scene. Because it seemed like that's what you was really into, bro. Like, you was really into this. Like, you writing up scripts and stuff and giving you freaking saying do it this way. Not like, bro, what is going on?
And actually, it was kind of mandatory. Like the session could not be over unless I nutted, and I had to nut on the outside of her vagina. Like,
you couldn't leave until that happened?
Yeah, that was like mandatory. Though. It was like
So
that gotta happen for the session to be over.
And those instructions that she gave you, they came from him or they was from both of them or just her?
I mean, like I said, I only ever spoke to her.
Mm-hmm.
So the instructions came from her.
How was that pussy though?
He was basically telling her what to tell him, which is something that I would expect. I would expect it was like that.
I mean, bro, even if it was fire.
Bro, was the pussy good? You feel me? Let's stop the political shit. We was Harlem time, my nigga. You 39th Street on 40th. Was the pussy, how was that pussy, my nigga?
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I couldn't get there, bro.
Okay.
Like, I got a dude pacing back and forth, beating his joint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My peripherals, my spider senses is wilding. You know what I'm saying? And especially when I found out it was Puff. When I found out it was Puff, it got all the way worse because if you grew up in Harlem, if you grew up in that era, I can't validate it, but everybody knows there's rumors, right? There's rumors that he could be, you know, interested in dudes. So
yep. And you know it's crazy. I know people who know about those rumors. I literally know people who've been in like these weird situations with Diddy. Like, not like in the same room as him, but like in the same vicinity. And they heard him say some wild stuff to other guys and stuff. Like, that's a real thing in New York. Like, it's crazy. It's really freaking crazy. But I understand the guy. The guy said he can't finish. He can't. He got freaking Diddy walking around back and forth, baby on an Astroglide. What are you gonna do with that? How you gonna?
The whole time I'm semi-paranoid.
Now let's all be honest here. I know we all love Cam. I love Cam, but this interview was not on my bingo card. I did not think Cam would be interested in hearing about Diddy's escapades and all his wild fetishes. Now, don't get me wrong, it was a great and funny ass interview, but certain questions was just a little bit out of pocket. After asking the Punisher about Diddy and Cassie, Cam asked him a very wild question about 50's baby mom's Daphne, who also dated Diddy.
But I got one more question before they ask you a couple questions. We hear about 50's baby mom, Daphne, being involved in some of these things. Did you ever fuck Daphne, 50 Cent's baby mother?
Nah, every time I was called or involved in any way, it was only Cassie specifically.
All right, cool, man.
Now, Cam...
Yeah, I think I ain't gonna lie. I think 50 probably told him to ask that. Ask that. I think 50 probably told her to told Cam to ask that question. I don't think Cam just asked that random question. It was kind of random. I don't think so.
Cam and 50 are actually cool, so this has to be a play that was orchestrated by 50.
Told you.
Yo, Cam, do me a favor and ask the Punisher if he ever punished Daphne, my baby mom's, just to make sure she wasn't getting peed on the same time I was with her. If you guys remember last year when the news broke that Daphne was actually listed as one of Diddy's sex workers, 50 Cent had a blast calling her.
It's a terrible picture. 50, that's a terrible picture, bro. That's a terrible picture, yo. Don't do this no more. Don't do that no more.
Sex worker every single chance he got. So if I'm 50, I don't blame him at all for asking this question. 50 went on to post a clip on his Instagram page and said, well, here come the bullshit. Don't kiss my boy pee-pee mouth. Hey man, listen, this is all nasty, you guys. Personally, I didn't think we needed to hear some of these nasty details, but if anyone out there is Eskimo brothers with Diddy, you might want to hit up Punisher just to verify as well. You guys get in the comments below, was Cam out of pocket for this interview? Or if you guys watched...
Yo, y'all gotta let me know. What y'all think about this? What y'all think about this whole video? I'm shocked. I am shocked that Cam did this interview. And I'm surprised it didn't pop up on my algorithm and stuff. It didn't pop up. And I watch Cam's interviews. I'm surprised that I did not see this one. YouTube probably banned it. They probably took it off. They probably not pushing that video. That's probably shadow banned. That is crazy. You know, that's crazy. But honestly, what do y'all think? Do y'all think 50 Cent asked Camron to ask that question? Because that's what I think. I think he asked him to ask that. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about this whole thing. Camron, 50 Cent, they both, they got these slick, funny things they be doing. They be doing stuff like that. But like, comment, subscribe, follow me on TikTok, follow me on Instagram at Blingo for Vero, shop Vero, VeroClothing.net. I'm out to the next video. Peace.